Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Loina Mutiga. Karibuni sana. Today we have another interesting vlog, still looking at the farming series. We want to look at how to plant basil and what are the requirements when you will be planting basil. So stay tuned till the end of the vlog so that you will learn one or two things. To begin with is the location. While choosing the location to plant basil, please consider a location that receives sunlight for a period of 6 to 8 hours a day. And in a warm climate, consider providing afternoon shades. If you experience warm climates throughout the day, after when it gets to afternoon, please try to improvise mechanisms of providing shade to the basils. The next thing that you need to put into consideration or you need to look into is the soil. Basil prefer well drained fertile soil. Your soil has to be well drained and it has to be fertile. If not, you can amend the soil with compost or other organic matter to improve drainage and fertility. Compost and other organic matter will improve your soil fertility. Therefore, these are things that you can use to improve your soil fertility and your soil drainage. To the starting of basil, this is what you need to know. You can start basil from seeds to seedlings. If starting from seeds, sow them an eighth inch deep and thin to 3 to 4 inches apart. You plant them an eighth inch deep and you thin them 3 to 4 inches apart. From one basil to the other, it should be 3 to 4 inches apart. To the spacing, this is what you need to know about spacing. Space basil plants 12 to inches apart or according to the plant label recommendation. Once you buy the basil seeds, you will realize at the back or at the back of the basil bag there are labels. Those labels will give you the required measurements that you should take. If none is given, then you can consider to space 12 to inches apart. To the next part is those that will choose to do the containers. If you will be growing your basil in containers, this is what you need to note. Use a premium potting mix and ensure good drainage. You use a premium potting mix and you ensure also that the soil in that pot has some good drainage. So the next part is the watering part. This is what you need to know about watering. Basil need consistent moisture but not overwatering. The basil should always have water, but please ensure you do not overwater. And also ensure that you check the soil often and water when the top inch feels dry. If you touch the top inch and it feels dry, that is when you can water, and that will help you to ensure you do not overwater your basil. Then water deeply. Water deeply rather than just wetting the surface to encourage root growth. Do not just water, even if I've said do not overwater, also do not water less, because once you water less, you'll only have water at the top. Deep in the soil, there will be no water and your basil will not grow effectively. To the care, this is the care and maintenance that you need to take after you have planted your basil. Once plants are 4 to 6 inches tall, pitch off the topmost branches to encourage more side shoots and a bushier plant. That is what you need to do. If you want to grow a bushier plant or a bushier basil, you have to pitch off the topmost branches. That is once they are 4 to 6 inches tall. Blooming. Pinch off flower buds to prevent the plant from going to seeds to encourage leaf production. So if you want to, of course, basil, what you will be harvesting are the leaves. So to prevent it from going to the seeding part, you remove the flower buds. But if you want to harvest the seeds, the basil seeds, you will leave the flower buds to mature so that you can have the seeds that you will harvest. To the fertilizing, this is what you need to know about fertilizing. Feed basil plants regularly with a liquid fertilizer to encourage healthy growth. Take note, it is a liquid fertilizer, not the pellet ones. Use the liquid fertilizer so that you can encourage healthy growth. Harvesting. Harvest basil leaves by pinching them off when the plant is 6 to 8 inches tall. Please do not pinch them off if your plant has not reached either 6 to 8 inches tall. For the mulching, add mulch, and as we always say, when you add mulch, you will be able to retain the water level content in your soil, and you will also suppress weeds. Therefore, mulching is a very good process that you need to take into consideration as a farmer. It will help you save the level of water, the amount of water that you use, and it will also ensure it suppresses weeds that fight for nutrients with your crops. If you experience some troubles in your farm, this is how you will troubleshoot those problems to enable effective or maximum yield. Wilting. If basil plants are wilting, especially in the afternoon, they may need more shade. Please improvise mechanism that will provide your basil with some shades, especially during the afternoon sessions. Once you notice that it is really hot or the climate is a bit or the temperatures are a bit high, please ensure that you provide some shade for your basil. To the overwatering, ensure that you do not overwater. And I've told you, because if you overwater your basils, the overwatering will lead to root rot. Make sure the soil is well drained and water only when the top inch is dry. That is when you water. Water when the top inch is dry, and also ensure that your soil is well drained in order to avoid the root rot. Fungal diseases. Good airflow and proper watering can help prevent fungal diseases. If you effectively water, but do not overwater, if you effectively water and if you ensure that your soil has a good flow of air, it will help you get rid of the fungal diseases from your plants. Another thing that you need to also know is that if your soil does not have some good airflow, I already told you, please consider adding organic or compost matter to your soil so that you can improve your soil air circulation. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the vlog. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, hit that notification bell so that each and every time I'll be uploading, you will be notified. Bye bye.